Hey guys, my name is Madan Parthasarathy. I'm a product design student and I like learning new stuff about design and I like talking about them even more. So today we're going to be talking about one of the most important things in design, which is introducing ideas. So convincing people is one of the hardest things you can do. But as a designer, your job is to come in and put more ideas on the table. Now here's the thing, you need to be able to communicate those ideas because no matter how good those ideas are, if you can't get them across properly enough, they're not going to be well received. So very early on, I realized how important good communication is, and I've gotten a few public speaking awards. Plus, I've thought a lot about how to present and pitch ideas as a designer. And I'm going to be giving a step-by-step guide on how I think about this and how I go through this. So yeah, let's just dive right in. So the first important step is why should they care, right? A lot of people make this mistake where they rush into the solution. Never ever do this, right? You need to make the problem clear to the person you're trying to convince. Because no matter how much you try to convince a person that the answer is 4, until you tell them that the problem is 2 plus 2, they're never gonna get solved. So you need to highlight every step of the problem that is necessary. And so the next part is why should they listen to you, right? Now here's when you have to come in and kind of establish yourself as the expert in the area. And by expert, I do not mean that you need to be an industry standard professional. You just have to put relatively more thought into the subject matter than your companions, right? So I do not consider myself as a maths expert, right? But if you ask my 7th grade cousin, he's like, yeah, this guy knows everything there is to know in the maths. So all you need to do is you need to give them a reason of why they should care about you. You can do this by saying, hey, I kind of sat down and I did like 10 compositions in this style and I figured that this isn't working, right? So you're kind of positioning yourself as a person who's tried out stuff and kind of learned from it. You need to establish that as quick as possible to kind of make sure that they trust you. Now moving on, the next one is what should they do? And this is the final part. This is the simplest part where, hey, you just tell them the solution, right? Now, there's a small tip that I have here is to not to sound condescending because most people, they kind of work well with guidance, right? But if you tell them what to do and kind of follow up on every single step, you start to become very bossy. Try to avoid this, right? That's it. This is kind of my step by step on how I start to convince people on new ideas. Okay, so now I'm going to give a real life example so that people can kind of relate to what I've just told. So the key takeaways that from this video are that, hey, number one, why should they care? Number two, why should they care about you? And number three, what they should do, right? So to give a very realistic example, a few days back for my homework assignments, we had to make prototypes, right? So while making the prototypes, we were doing them with PVC. The thing is, PVC is kind of very difficult to work with, right? At a large scale, PVC is really hard. So now, if I just went up to my team leader and be like, hey, dude, I think we need to switch it up. I think we need to use thermocol instead of PVC. He would have been like, wait, hold on. We literally spent days calculating, planning PVC. Why are you telling me to like change all of a sudden now? That's not going to work. Go back and work on it, right? Now, here's the thing. Here's how we could approach it in the step-by-step guidelines that we kind of just learned, right? The first thing is to kind of highlight what the problem statements are, right? Why should they care? The problem statements are, hey, number one, the tools that we have right now, they're not working very well with PVC. We're not getting the right angle lines that we need for our product, right? Number two would be, hey, this kind of procedure is taking way too long and it's kind of exceeding our timeline that we put. Now you're going to be like, hey, why should I listen to you, right? Here's when you say that, hey, I think thermocol would work because I kind of took a small piece of thermocol, kind of sanded it out, kind of used the tools to make it, and we're getting a good flow. We're getting a good body lines. We're prototyping effectively with this, right? Can we use this, right? So what this point kind of does is it establishes that, hey, you've done a little bit of work, you've done a little bit of research, you know what works, what doesn't work. After this, all I have to tell them is, hey, the solution is that we take the same calculations we did for PVC, kind of alter it for thermocol, and we start proceeding more effectively. So this would be an effective strategy on how to make prototypes quicker because we encountered a problem, we explain the problem to the team leader, we we set it up so that they can trust us, and then we gave them an explanation. This has a way higher chance for my teammate to kind of accept the whole process, and we finished the whole thing with thermocol. Another example would be this video. I kind of used the same principles that we just talked about to kind of explain this video to you. So that's all for this video. I hope you guys learned something from this video, and please do like, share, and subscribe, and leave down in the comments if you like this format that I'm kind of using right now. If not, any constructive criticism is always welcome. So yeah, stay tuned. I have a lot more content coming up, and see you soon.